Hello, good afternoon, Grace Harbor family. I am so glad that I get to bring you the devotional today. Today it's from Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. And what that passage says is this: Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. So, the other day I was looking out my window, and there's a field next to us, and there's large pine trees. And in that large pine tree, I saw a hawk just kind of perched up there. And they're so still, like these birds of prey are like so still when they're looking and kind of surveying the land. And then I realized that there was this crow that was actually flying down on top of this hawk. And this crow just kept on getting closer and closer and closer. And I kept on thinking to myself, when is this hawk going to eventually turn around and take out this crow, right? Like, he has all the abilities within inside of him to just, annihilate this crow. And yet it just keeps on swooping down and it does not move. And this crow finally takes one final swoop just over the head of the hawk. And the hawk still doesn't move. And the crow kind of does this large circle and then just flies away because it realizes it cannot distract the hawk. It has no power over the hawk. That's how you and I should be living our lives in this world. We understand that we serve this great God. And the first line of this verse says, "Fear not, for I am with you." That is how God addresses us. He says, hey, fear not, because I am with you. And when we have God inside of us, when we confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord and His Holy Spirit lives inside of us, we don't have to fear the things of this world. Why? Because the things of this world are temporary, but the things of God are eternal. And I think of that hawk and that crow, and I just think of how that hawk was so focused on saving its energy to not even be distracted by the crow. And sometimes this world is going to try and distract you. And a lot of times I get frustrated with the way that this world is wicked and the way that it distracts others and the way that it distracts even me. And I look at that and I just go, God, help me to not be distracted by this world. God, help me not to be turned and have my eyes shifted off of you. God, let me not fear the things of this world. You and I should not be fearful of these things. You and I should be challenged this week. I want you to just take a moment and I want you to just kind of think of all the fears that you have of this world and kind of all the weight that you've taken on from that and give it to God. Don't be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Acknowledge that this fear has some power over you. It doesn't really actually have power over you. But just acknowledge that it has been a weight on you. And give that to God. I challenge you not to respond to everything of this world. There's things in this world that are going to happen. And a lot of times our response because of this world is that we like to react to everything. We like to have something to say about everything. You don't need to say something about everything. Sometimes it speaks louder if you just ignore what's happening. You just ignore the behavior of whatever it is. Sometimes it's more powerful just to not even pay attention and just remind the enemy or remind that person or remind whatever it is. You don't have authority over me. You don't have power over me. I have the Holy Spirit living inside of me, and because I have the Spirit of God living inside of me, I don't need to fear you. So allow God to hold you up with His righteous right hand this week, and allow God to just pierce through all of the fears and all of the anxieties that you have about this world. I love you all. I hope you have a great day.